Hey everybody, welcome to something new, something refreshing. Welcome to Celeste. This is an interesting game about, well, we'll find out. So, I've already set my controls. We'll check the credits at the end of the game, the end of the series. Let's climb. So, for this Let's Play, I'm going to have a practice file, which you see here, and, but for the actual game, we're going to start a new file. I'm going to keep the name Madeline, because I like that name, and I don't really want to switch it to Pluto, because it's a girl, and that's not really fitting. I don't know, I just think Madeline fits better for the story, which, while this is a precision platformer, as you would expect, if you've read, like, reviews and stuff, there's a bit of a story underneath, so we're going to have assist mode off. Let's begin with the prologue. This is it, Madeline. Just breathe. Why are you so nervous? Here's our car. Yeah, let's go Street Fighter on this car. Let's go. Alright. Nah. So, this is the game, as you can see. Nice little art style. And then we get crushed. Nothing personal, kiddo. So, we can climb like this. Climbing uses up stamina, which we have a limited amount of. There's a trick called neutraling, which, well, first cutscene. Excuse me, ma'am. This sign out front is busted. Is this the mountain trail? You're almost there. It's just across the bridge. Not gonna do any weird voices. By the way, you should call someone about your driveway. The ridge collapsed and I nearly died. If my driveway almost did you in, the mountain might be a bit much for you. That face. Well, if an old bat like you can survive out here, I think I'll be fine. That you will, Madeline, because I'm playing. Suit yourself. You should know, Celeste Mountain is a strange place. You might see things. Things you ain't ready to see. You should see cow plating. This game has a great dialogue. So let's go over this bridge, why not? Oh no, it's crumbling. Oh no, it's crumbling in front of us! What will we do? Oh, well, this bird's kinda Jesus Christ, so we have time. And he's just about to dash. So we can dash in 8 directions. That's gonna be important. Well, not necessarily in the first chapter, because, well, you can do this. That we can. So that's the prologue. Now let's begin the actual chapter. So the practice file is to make sure that I don't miss anything. So this is chapter 1, the Forsaken City. To Madeline, select save and quit from the pause menu at any time to take a break. You'll resume from the same screen and you won't lose any progress. This actually makes a Switch version, which I had before this, pretty nice because, you know, you can pretty much always make progress in the game. So this is the game. There's some mechanics I need to explain. First up is strawberries. You basically just have to get to a safe zone, which I've been in. I just haven't been on the ground long enough. Normally you would have collected it by now. So if I just stand there, yeah. As you can see, I get my strawberries. The strawberries don't actually do anything, but maybe they'll do something when they add the 9th chapter, which is what they're planning to do. So yeah, strawberries don't do anything yet, but I don't think they will ever do anything. They're just here kind of for bragging rights. The game has 175 strawberries, but later on we'll see why that statement is not as true as you would think it would be. So, this is pretty much the gameplay. So what I was saying about climbing is that you use up stamina, so if I'm just jumping against this, I turn red and I can't climb anymore. There is a trick called neutraling, but it's not important until like one thing in the game, which is actually in this chapter, but we're not going to do it until way later, because it's pretty weird. Whoa, that was close. So, yeah, so as you can see, we have these traffic light blocks that, you know, they carry us. Oh, sitting down there. And the traffic light blocks, they carry your momentum, so, you know, stuff can happen. So, before I explain more stuff, let's talk to this guy. Oh there, fellow traveler. Oh, hi. What a killer night for a hike. I guess so. This place is so crazy. I kind of can't believe it exists. Not the easiest climb, is it? But I guess that's what I was looking for. Whoa, that sounds pretty serious. I'm just happy to see another human in such a lonely place. I'm Theo, by the way, an adventurer from a far-off land. Not much of a talker, are you? Mysterious lone wolf type. I get it. I'll just imagine some dark backstory for you. Ooh, whoa, didn't mean to dash. Hey, sorry, I'm Madeline. I've got a lot on my mind. Well, Madeline, I'd say you've come to the right place. I'm freezing my toes off, but I can't imagine a better place to be for some quiet reflection. Yeah, maybe you're right. What far-off land do you hail from? Well, my inquisitive compatriot, I doth hail from the mystical, exotic kingdom of Seattle. It sounds like a special place. This place is wild. Why would an entire city be abandoned? I read that some mega corporation started building it, but then no one wanted to live here. I wonder why. My money's on a government cover-up. What a waste to build all this for no reason. At least we get to enjoy the leftovers. That we do. Are you here to explore the city? Yeah, I have a thing for abandoned places. I like to think of myself as a budding photographer. Never heard of that word. Oh, really? Cool. Do you have a blog or something? A blog? Madeline. Everyone uses Instapics now. I'm Theo_stars. Look me up. That is a real Instagram account, by the way. If you look it up, it has some pretty cool art in it. This terrain is pretty tricky. Are you turning back soon? Nope, I'm heading for the summit. I can really see the determination in your eyes. It's inspiring. If you say so, I bet you can make it to the summit too. Maybe. I don't really care about reaching the top, TBH. Oh, but I heard there are some legit old ruins beyond the city. Like 1800s legit. I know it's risky, but I have to see them for myself. What's that thing you say right before you do something irresponsible? Throw caution to the wind? No, that's not it. Oh, right. I love that little sound he makes, because he's actually sounding it out. Alright, well, we're done. So yeah, that's Theo. He's cool. He's gonna be important in Chapter 5. So, yeah. So, oh, I almost died there. But, so, more stuff. So, yeah, so don't climb too much. Oh, well, there's our first death of the run, I think. So, this is using up my stamina, but a wall jump doesn't use up your stamina. That's a pretty clear distinction. And, if you've noticed, we only get one dash in the air. But, so when Madeline's hair is blue, that means that you used up your one dash and you can't use it again. I'm in a pickle. Okay, there we go. Never mind. But once you use up your one dash, you either need to land on the ground to use it again, or jump off something like a spring or other blocks and stuff like that. Because there are certain things that restore your dash that we'll see later. That's an advanced trick, by the way, that we don't learn until the last level of the game. And, like, by last, I mean it's like an optional level at the very end of the game. So, yeah. It's not necessary for anything I did there, but it looks cool. I've forgotten everything, or doesn't, no, it doesn't show. So, yeah, I want to make sure that I get everything, but if I don't get everything, that's not really that big of a deal, because I can just go back. But I think I'm doing good so far. I could be wrong, though. I might have missed something, because I'm going a little fast here. So, yeah. So we're seeing more use of these blocks, rather than just jumping on them, but rather climbing on them. And as you can see, your momentum is also carried in wall jumps and stuff, so gotta watch out for that, too. Now we get this. So, the way this puzzle works is you see this computer monitor. I think that's basically what bird you follow. I have to look this up because it's so complicated. But you have to follow the bird when it shows up on the computer monitor, and then you have to dash to get a combo. So it's up, left, down right, up right, left, up left? Yeah, there we go. And we get this. So this is a crystal heart. Pointless machines. So, crystal hearts, they become important? Okay. They become important later on, but they're not super important right now. There's one more type of collectible that we haven't gotten yet, but we'll see that soon. I definitely won't miss it, because it's pretty obvious where it is. Is it here? No, this is the one thing that I missed, I think, on my... No, it wasn't. There's something... Oh, wait, no. I remember what I missed my first run through. This. Okay, I didn't hit it. You have to really explore. This game has an emphasis on exploration, which you'll see. So right here, if you're not really looking carefully, it's very easy to miss that. And then, the actual strawberry for our troubles. Nope, I died. So, yeah. It's pretty easy to make a small mistake and die. That's why using an analog stick can be tricky sometimes, and why it feels a lot better on the keyboard for me. Because on the Switch version, I use analog sticks because I don't like the Switch D-pad, personally. I don't know, I just don't like D-pads in general after, like, the SNES D-pad. I just feel like they're really uncomfortable, and even for, like, 2D platformers, I'd just rather use an analog stick. So that's what I did for Celeste, and sometimes you just dash the wrong direction. Using a keyboard, I thought that moving diagonally would be kind of clunky, but it actually works really well. Because everything just feels like it has more of a weight to it than pushing on an analog stick. So yeah, I should be on par here because that's 14. I think I had 13 going in here before. Let me just say that. You have to be on the ground for 9 frames before strawberry picks up, and that's normally not a problem when you're going fast, like I like to do, because I've played this all before. It can be tricky. So this is probably the hardest strawberry, at least in my opinion, in this world. I don't know why, I just have some problems getting that one. Yeah, that one's kind of tricky. Yeah, I'm definitely on par. So we go up here, and so another mechanic. Even when these things stop, that's actually when you get the most momentum, so you actually have to wait for the screen to stop shaking. So the screen's not shaking here, and I jump, and nothing happens, but if the screen is shaking, oh wait, no, well, right after it stops. So right after it stops, then I still have more momentum. So you want to go right, but you actually want to go over here, because there's a secret passage. And, well, I died. So this leads to the cassette tapes, and the cassette tapes are pretty interesting, because they hide some pretty devious levels in them. Right there, boom. B-side unlocked. And then they all jam into. So yeah, the cassettes are a little weirder than the strawberries, because as you saw, you don't actually have to live with them, you just have to make it to the end with them. You just have to get them. That's it. Nothing like the strawberries where you have to reach one of the designated safe zones. So this introduces another mechanic, which is if you go under a spike or like go on the flat side of a spike, it won't kill you, but the pointy spike will. So that's kind of a weird mechanic, but you get used to it. And now I can do that. Okay, never mind. I'm not good enough for cool tricks, I guess. So yeah, the trick I'm doing there is that if you dash and immediately jump, you get a little boost there. Yeah, I don't think the game teaches you that about that one, though. So, let's go right here first, because it's the optional path. And I didn't actually explain this, but this is a winged strawberry, and it's a little different from a regular strawberry. If I dash at all, it's going to run away, so I have to make sure that I don't do that. Which, yeah, so I guess I didn't really demonstrate that, but maybe next time I will. So, some more platforming and stuff, nothing too difficult. Nothing you can't do. So as you can see, the game's really experimenting with its mechanics here, and that's what I love about this game. This game really loves to mess around with its mechanics, and it really loves its ideas to the point where it'll explore them to their maximum potential until you think that they can't do anything else with it. So this is actually the last strawberry in this world, so 20, so there we go. So yeah, the next world has 18. I don't remember exact numbers, but okay. I wondered if I could save that there, because you actually can do this entire chapter without a dash, like I said. So yeah, and we're coming up at the end here. Just dash up, boom, boom, and here we are. Celeste Mountain. This memorial dedicated to those who perished on the climb. Ugh, I'm exhausted. How did she make that fire? Cute little bird. This might have been a mistake. Chapter clear. So with that, the Crystal Heart, which is blue, 20 strawberries out of 20, and 10 deaths. Nice. But now we have the B-side, and we have time for this episode. It's only 15 minutes. So let us tackle the B-side so I can kind of explain what these are. So, Forsaken City, Sever the Skyline Mix music by Maxo, Celeste, B-sides. So essentially what these are basically hard mode for the levels. So these take the ideas, and remember when I said about this game loving its ideas? The B-sides and something else that we'll see later really explore this fact that they just go so in-depth with these ideas, far beyond what the regular A-sides or climbing sections do. It's kind of incredible what they can do with these ideas. Some of this stuff is like, and it's not even like introducing new mechanics, it's the same mechanics just used in way more interesting ways. Not that the original uses of these mechanics are not interesting or anything like that. Just the way that they're used in the B-sides and stuff, and like just the optional content in general, it's incredible how much the team was able to just expand upon these levels. So a lot of these levels in the B-sides, oh, I'm dead. Cancel. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. So a lot of these levels in the B-sides and stuff, they kind of act as little puzzles. So I kind of already know the solutions to all of them because I've done them all in the Switch version. I've actually almost 100% the Switch version, just certain things are holding me back from my 100%. You know, and anyone who's played this game knows what they are, or who has gotten that far rather, knows what they are. So, yeah. But so these kind of act as their own little puzzles, so you need to figure out how am I gonna traverse this level in a way that doesn't get me killed. So some of them are just pure platforming like this one, but even then they have some things you have to figure out, like the timing for that. And then we have this one where we're kind of using like the same things, but multiple times to kind of create, it's like a little bit more interesting level. So you see, you're kind of getting to see a bit of the puzzle elements of this game. It's not really a puzzle game and by any means, it's just that sometimes the solution is more than just go from point A to point B. Sometimes there's greater things underneath, like this level. Which is actually kind of complicated, not really complicated, but you're kind of getting to see just how much this game can go in depth with its ideas. And in case you haven't noticed, these are a lot harder than the regular chapters. It's just that I've played them a lot, so I'm good at them. Sorta. You know? Yeah, so I've played this one a lot, actually. So this is actually the last normal level of the B-side. So right there, boom. And then we have the same memorial, you know. But at the end of every B-side, instead of ending how they would normally, they instead end like this. Okay, well, I died. That was kind of stupid. I went way too fast. So, go. Got it. And that's the B-side complete. Sever the Skyline. And B-side complete. Boom. Easy. Every time. 4 deaths. Wow, that's not a lot. So, 14 deaths so far. That's pretty good. And if you look in our journal, boom. So we have a star, which means that we got a full clear on that level. So, a flag means that you just beat it. A star is a full clear. So then we have the cassette, the 2 crystal hearts, all 20 strawberries, and then our deaths and time. So boom. Clear, full clear, and B-side. So, yeah, we did pretty good. So, I think we're going to end it off on that. So, in the next episode, we're going to take on the next chapter. Chapter 2, The Old Site. This is where the game starts to get a little more interesting, and we get to see some of the more, the story, I guess, you know. We're going to explore that a little more. So, I'll see you guys then. Bye.